guys, what's up? Welcome back. Mr. Acosta is in the building here today. One of the greatest DJs in DFW. So he just purchased his Astro photo booth. Want to get him on the show today and talk a little bit about his background, how he's been able to establish himself. All right, everybody's like, I'm late to the party. You know, there's too many people. There's too much competition. You know, people are charging $100 to DJ. I mean, how do you do it? You know, so we're gonna talk a little bit about that. And he's just started his photo booth business. So make sure if you want to get involved in it, give us a call here, 972-301-2930. So tell people who you are, how you got started.
Yeah, man. So my name is Nate Acosta. I've been DJing since I was like 15, man. My first gig was actually my grandparents' 50th wedding anniversary. They were looking for a DJ, and my mom and one of my aunts was like, hey, we should just have Nate do it.
Yeah.
And since then, man, just been, you know, doing gigs here and there. And then I found out about weddings, and I was like, bro, you can make a lot of money doing weddings.
Yeah.
And just, you know, the last 3 or 4 years is when I really started focusing on weddings. But now, I mean, that's the majority of stuff that I do is just weddings.
Yeah. So that first gig, tell me about that first gig.
Man, bro, it was about 300 people in the middle of West Texas, bro. So my grandparents lived out in West Texas. My mom, I had no DJ equipment. My mom took me to like a old pawn shop and was like, all right, let's see what we can find.
Yeah.
I had already been saving up a little bit of money, and then she fronted me some of the rest of it.
Yeah.
I bought 2 speakers, an old school mixer, went to my room and got to work, bro. Just started hooking everything up.
Yeah. And did you have like a passion for like that?
Yeah, I mean, I always loved music. I like listening to music, but I was never like dabbling into it until that day. And then from then I was like hooked. After the first gig, I was like, bro, this is like amazing to get paid for something that I think they gave me like $50 or something like that, my aunts or something. You know, it wasn't very much, but after that, bro, I was like, man, I could get paid to do something that I love to do. You know, so since then, man, it's been a journey, but it's been a beautiful one.
I remember the first gig. So my DJ equipment, guys, if you didn't know, I started off as DJ too. Like I had a friend and she let me like do a cash advance on her credit card to buy my first equipment. I had it was a Denon CD mixers, came in a little case, and like it sucked because it wouldn't hold the BPM. You know what I mean? So like you would move it and then it wouldn't keep it at that. So when you're trying to mix it, like it moves it. It was so annoying. And it didn't have any like effects or anything like the you know, everybody's like the DJ at 900, right? Like that was like the
top of the line
back in the day. So now it's all like controllers and stuff. It's got a lot easier, but all right. So you started off with that, then you started doing gigs. How were you getting gigs? Let's say like what was your life like 5 years ago? Like how were you building up your name?
Social media, bro.
Yeah.
And just like when I would go to a gig, I'd make sure to introduce myself to the venue owners.
Yeah.
Making sure that like.
Let me pause that real quick, guys. That's a big thing, okay? Go there and introduce yourself, right?
Yeah.
It's not standing there after you get done and just looking around and scrolling on your phone.
Right.
Go and network. Like me and you over there at the venue, like I greeted Connie.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. I mean, like I was kind of networking with everybody. I didn't make it over to the bartender yet, but yeah, definitely go out and meet these people, and that's how you make contact.
Oh yeah, bro. Like and then like treating their venue like it's your own, right? Like if I notice something gets spilled or if like a chair's in the way, a lot of DJs are like, nah, that's not my job, bro. I'm there to play music and that's all I'm there to do. But me, like you could ask plenty of venue owners. They see me out there with a dustpan and broom if something spills on the dance floor. Like I'm very attentive to the venues because if you're doing that, they're gonna want you to come back, right?
Exactly.
And then just being active on social media. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to, you know, post something, make a quick little video.
So everybody's scared of video. How do you get over that? I mean,
Man, I mean, since I was young, bro, I always got in trouble for talking a lot. So like for me, it's super easy to like jump in front of a camera and do like, now it's something that I can do to make money, you know, instead of like having them call my mom, like Nathan will not shut up. Like, can you please get him to stop talking in class? But now it's something that like I can literally jump on social media, talk about my gigs and like people enjoy it because they get to see like what it's like when they book with our services, you know?
So this is what I've been trying to tell you guys to do forever, okay? Just show people what you do, right? You don't have to come up with ideas. Just hit record and say, I'm loading my equipment and load the equipment.
And it doesn't have to be like, a lot of people are like, oh, well, I don't have a camera and I don't have, like everybody has a cell phone.
Right.
Like this iPhone right here is a lot better quality than a lot of cameras out there.
Exactly.
Like if you just grab it, start talking to it, it doesn't have to be anything elaborate. You know?
So just to give you a script, guys, who, what, where, when, why, and how. All right, that's the 5 basics, right? Hey guys, this is Josh here. I'm at PBI. I'm chilling with Nathan Costa. He just bought a photo booth and he's ready to start his business. Okay, just talk about what you're doing. You don't have to sit down and brainstorm and plan out ideas and all kinds of stuff, right? Keep it simple, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, you're all about simplicity.
I'm all about simplicity, bro. Like even if you look at my setup when I show up to a gig, I'm not a DJ that brings out 12 lights and 12 speakers and 17 subwoofers. Like if you look at my setup, it's effective, it's simple, and it's clean. That's kind of how I.
And it's high quality. Okay. And what I mean by that, like, you know, if some people may take that like, oh, he's being cheap, right?
Right.
It's not. You know what I mean? You got the best sound equipment.
Right.
The best DJ facade that I've seen. DJ table, he's made his own. We'll show you guys a little bit about that. And then the lights, talk about you got the Chauvet.
Yeah, you got some Chauvet 360 spots. 360
spots, and he's got that connected to his, what is that?
Yeah, so it's connected to my DJ software, and it actually analyzes the songs real time. So like each light show for each song is its own unique show. Instead of like, a lot of times you'll get DJs who set up their lights and it just kind of does the same thing all night. This one is going to change every single song. Yeah, so it's never the same. So it's like keeping it engaging. So how do you set yourself apart now? Because now I know most DJs, and probably some people hit you up, right? They're like, hey, you know, like people out here charging $200 for a wedding. And me and you kind of talked about this. Like, exactly.
How do you get and command the price that you get?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just about delivering a product that people want, right? If you show up and like you're energetic and people can feel your energy through, like I have people hit me up all the time. They're like, man, bro, like, how do you do it? How do you like stay so positive? How do you stay so energetic? And it's just like, I just try to be myself, right? Like, I mean, everybody has their own secret sauce. Like, you know, some DJs are really good at marketing. Some are really good at being MCs. Some are really dope mixers. Everybody has their strong point. I think what kind of helps me and my company is that we try to do things a little bit different than your traditional wedding DJ. We're a little, I wouldn't say, I guess edgier would be the word. Like we literally try to bring the club to every event, in a tasteful way. Right? We're not gonna be there like dancing with your bridesmaids and crazy stuff, but like we want to provide a product that when your people leave, they're gonna be like, dang, bro, that was the best wedding I've ever been to.
And I was there on Saturday. And exactly what he just said, that the bride and groom was about to leave, and they're like, "Oh my God, thank you so much!" And they gave you a hug.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, no problem." Because I was standing in the booth with him. No, that's right. Yeah. So, and then the social media. So, I like to tell people, like, you're not getting what you want because you haven't presented yourself online enough to command that price, right? Now, Nate himself, he said he's heavy on social media. He got a YouTube channel. He's showing people what he does. That way, when he sends a price, like, hey, it's going to be $3,000, $4,000, whatever, they know exactly what they're getting, right? But if you just show up with no social media, right? You might just a Craigslist ad, and you're trying to demand that much, you're not going to get it.
No, I mean, you get, and I think too, like a lot of club DJs are very good at marketing themselves. But what I've done is like, I literally market myself as a wedding DJ. Like I'm not trying to be out in the clubs. I'm not like, I want to do weddings. And like, I think that's where you got to find your niche, right? Like, so my thing is like, you go on my Instagram profile, it's the DFW wedding expert. Like, that's what I market myself on. If I'm making mixes, like my tagline in the mixes is the DFW wedding expert. So I try to like if you want to do weddings, market yourself that way. If you want to do, you know, a lot of photo booth stuff, the photo booth expert, like, you know, it's all about branding yourself, right? And once, like you said, once you're consistent on it, once you put out a good quality product, the leads are gonna come, you know.
And then that's how you can get those higher leads. And then at some point, you don't have to worry about, do you worry about competition?
Not really. I mean, you know, of course, like, not every client's my client, right? If they decide they want to go with another service, that's good. Like, in my opinion, like, there's a lot of work to go around. There's a lot of there's hundreds of DJs in Dallas, bro. But my calendar stays full, and if I can't do it, you know, it's all good.
What are some of the what's your sales process look like, if you don't mind sharing?
Well, Like, so basically, I mean, of course, like you get your leads and stuff like that, but when it comes to our sales process, we really try to find out exactly what the need is, bro. Like, and that can go for anything. Like the first question I ask people is like, what is your vision for your wedding? Are you looking for somebody to manage a timeline? Are you looking for somebody to, you know, make your party crazy, fun? Like, what is your thing? So once they give me that, I can then build on top of that. I just reiterate exactly what they tell me. If they say, hey, I'm looking for somebody who's bilingual, who could play Latin music and manage a timeline, I say, oh, perfect. We're experts in planning timelines, being bilingual and playing Latin music.
But if they tell you they want an ice sculpture, what do you say?
I said, we could do it for you.
Yeah.
I can find somebody to do it for you. You know, I mean, most of the time, like that, something like that, I don't take on, but I'll point them in the right direction, right?
And that's the point I'm trying to make is be good at one thing.
Exactly, right.
Be the best at one thing.
Right. Yeah, if they need an ice sculpturist, I could probably find them one, but I'm not going to sit there in my garage and be sculpting.
Right, exactly. But you could.
Yeah, I could. It wouldn't be very good, but I could probably figure it out.
So what is so you've added the photo booth, and you have your DJ services. Is there any other thing that you're looking to add in the future to like increase your?
Yeah, we're actually in the process right now of actually adding videography too.
Okay.
So I have a videographer that I work with. He's up and coming, you know, hungry videographer, and he's talented. So that's another service that we're going to be adding. We have a photographer too. We don't really market it as much, but if someone's like, hey, we want to book you guys for the whole package, we could do it, you know. And that's one thing that I really am striving to be is like a one-stop shop when it comes to weddings. Now we got the photo booth, thanks to you guys. We're doing video, photo, so it's coming together.
Yeah. What made you buy the photo booth?
Seeing Jaime's at all the events, bro. Like every time.
Hey, all roads lead back to Jaime.
You know, every time. Like
Jaime's sitting right over there.
Yeah, this guy over here. He's the reason.
Is that a Coke? You got him a Coke?
Yeah, I brought him a Coke.
Yeah, send Jaime a Coke if you're coming there. Yeah. He loves Coke.
Coca-Cola.
Coca-Cola. Great.
But you know, I saw him at a gig, bro. Like I had met him through another DJ that I know. I said, hey, bro, I need a photo booth. Can you guys help me out?
Yeah.
The photo booth I was using before, bro, the other vendor, like they were bringing in this, like, I mean, the photo booth itself was okay, but they hung like a white sheet on like, you know, the backdrop stand. Yeah, well, it was the black backdrop stand, but with like a white sheet. The props were like paper on like wooden sticks, and it's just like, bro, my brand is so clean, and then I'm offering this as a service, and then this shows up. It's like I couldn't keep doing it. So once I found out and saw Jaime's presentation, the red carpet, the little what do you call those things?
The stanchions.
The stanchions, the props, everything was clean.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, this is it. So we've just been working together a few events, and then I finally told Jaime, like, hey, bro, I want to buy one.
Right.
And so then he put me in touch with you guys.
But look, guys, what attracted, you know, to Jaime, and Jaime's done, you know, several events, and maybe sometimes you're going to get double booked.
Yeah, exactly.
Able to refer
to Jaime,
definitely. Right? So, but his presentation, Jaime's presentation caught, you know, Nate's eye, right? And then that's how they started working together. So when you're going out to events, if you're just buying the cheapest props, if you're getting there late, bro, if you're not showing up on time,
your wires aren't taped down.
Your wires aren't taped down. That's a big one. I can't stand that.
Yeah, bro, me either.
I mean, you know, all that stuff matters because the other vendors are looking at you and you're like, you know what? Can I partner with this person? Is he going to represent my brand well? Or is he going to be a disaster to work with? And the way you work and your presentation, it all ties back to everything else in the business, you know? And so,
and being responsive too, like anytime I hit Jaime up, hey bro, I need this, he's quick to be on it. And I think that goes really in business in general, especially like whenever someone hits me up about something for their wedding, like they know I'm gonna hit them back within the hour, right? And I think if you're owning a photo booth company, any type of company, you're just starting off, being available for your clients is something you like can't put a price to.
All right, guys. Any last parting words for some? I know your social media stuff. Any last parting words for aspiring photo booth owners and DJs coming up?
If you're gonna do, like, don't be hesitant. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh man, the market's saturated." You know, there's plenty of work to go around. Jump in there, bro, and don't be afraid to like, you know, do a couple things. Like, I mean, I hate doing free stuff, but if you need it, if you need to do that to kind of get your name out there and create content, give it a shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't be afraid to get out there and make something happen.
And then where can they find you on social media?
Yeah, you can find me on social media at DJ Nate Acosta or at DNA Event Services on Instagram.
And then your YouTube, you're gonna get
YouTube is DJ Nate Acosta. Just go in there and search DJ Nate Acosta. I already have some stuff. It's gonna be more frequent, man. This guy inspired me to get back on my YouTube game. So y'all be seeing me more on there.
100,000 subscribers.
Hey, let's get it.
Let's go. Hey guys, like and comment, help us get there. All right, feel free to give us a call if you need a photo booth, 972-301-2930. We'll see you next time. Let's go.